What's going on, guys? Woo! How's everybody doing tonight, man? I'm still learning this thing, guys. I'm sorry. I was talking for 2 minutes there to nobody. I just should have pressed the button in the corner when I should have went left, went right, should have went up the middle, dodge right. I messed that up, guys. Sorry, man. I'm still learning this game, man. Still learning this game. Buttons everywhere. Computer. My God. Let's go. Let's go, man. I'm gonna talk some Lions ball. You want to talk some baseball? What do you want to do? What's up, Micro Mike? What's up, Chris? Boog Spray in the house. How you guys all doing, man? How you guys all doing? I'm pretty sure I was talking to myself for like 2 minutes there. Man, brain freeze, guys. Brain freeze. Trying to mess with my camera here. I don't have a great setup, man. It's okay though. Got like Sue in the background. He's deep this time. He's a little bit farther away from me. He's not peeking over my shoulder like he was last week. DeAndre Levy sitting in the corner right above him too. Man. That's right, Mike. Dutch, dodge, ditch, duck, and dodge, baby. Let's go. Yeah, man. Throw some questions my way, guys. Boog Spray's asking if I want to talk football or baseball. Whatever, guys. Tiger baseball, Detroit Lions football, baseball in general, football in general, whatever, man. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Oh, yeah, man. Absolutely, man. Dodgeball. Great movie. Vince Vaughn. Oh, yeah. What was that guy's name that said that movie, though? Oh, man. What was his name? That's a phenomenal saying. What a good movie, man. I actually have a figurine from that movie. Ben Stiller's character. I have it in a box still. Oh man, what was his name? Having a brain freeze today, boys. Having a brain freeze. Micro Mike saying, what you think about Swift versus Carry-On? Well, I love both running backs. I really liked the pick of Carry-On a couple years ago, but he was a guy that came in, beat up from Auburn, came in, ran well. He was our first guy to ever get 100 yards in I don't know how many years, since like Reggie Bush or something like that, and just can't stay healthy. But with DeAndre Swift, man, I absolutely love him. I think he's going to win the job personally. I don't really think it's even going to be. I'm not saying it's not going to be a good camp battle or anything like that, if we even have a camp battle or a preseason. But I think Swift takes that really fast. I think he takes away reps early and wins the job outright almost immediately. I'd say second, third weekend. They might give Carry-On a little bit because of he's been here for 3 years and stuff like that. But I think Swift is just going to be an absolute horse. He's not going to be a workhorse, so that's going to be the thing. It's going to be a nice 1-2 combo there, right? So, but I'm loving Swift. I think he's going to run away with that by the third, fourth week. What's going on, Grid? What's going on, brother? Everything good? Mellow Mo, fantasy football team name, Carry-On Swiftly. Woo! Loving it, brother. Loving it. Oh, my little girl just said woo. I can hear her. Busy typing. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. What's up, Believe the Hype? What's up, brother? How you guys doing all for a Sunday, man? I don't know if you heard me earlier, man, but Sunday, if you haven't done it, go get yourself an Arby's. Go to Arby's and get yourself a creamsicle shake, man. You'll be thanking your boy later for it, man. You'll be thanking your boy later for it. It was absolutely one of the most delicious shakes I've ever drank in my life. Me and the wife went and got some because we saw our neighbor walking up with one, and we were like, we got to go get one of those. Let's go get one. Cheers, Jorge. What's up, brother? Jorge, man, what are you thinking about your Miami Dolphins, man? Hey, Tua starting right away? I'm gonna say personally, is he better than Fitzmagic? I don't know. He should be, right? But that's the guy. I don't know, man. He'll probably start day one. I don't think Miami really has any choice. Mellow Mo, loving that Levy jersey. Yeah, man. You know what? I actually think that one belongs to a friend of mine, Nicholas Savick. He's never getting it back again, but yeah, I think for some reason he left that here. I don't know. I don't know if it's mine. I don't really think it is, but yeah, he was a guy that should have been better here, man. He was a guy that got hurt, got paid again. He got paid, then didn't come back on the field, then complained about being hurt, and then complaining about that the Lions staff were trying to push him into going on the field when he wasn't ready. Meanwhile, this guy was jumping off airplanes and jumping into volcanoes and stuff like that. Come on, Levy, grow up. Chris Kaba. It would be nice if both those kids stay healthy this year. You're right, man. You're actually right, Chris. I hope they do, man. I hope they do. I'm not saying I want Swift just to push Kerryon to the side. I want Kerryon to stay healthy. Stay healthy, man. Be an 800, 900 yard back. And then we'd have Swift do the same, 800 to 1,000. I'll take that. This is as long as Stafford doesn't have to throw the ball 60 times in order to win games this year. We need help from all facets. Believe the hype. Yo, Mark, I'm looking forward to you informing me about my team, the Blue Jays, because last time I found we had Batista. Hey, man, I'm telling you, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to be honest with you about the Blue Jays. I'm not a big fan. I'm a Tiger fan first, but I do like the Blue Jays. But that Austin Martin kid who fell to the 5th overall pick, unbelievable that kid fell. Unbelievable. What's up? What's up, TA? How you doing, brother? Yeah, you know what, man? That wouldn't be a bad one, Melamo. Dolphins should trade for, but didn't he just get traded? He just got traded to. Didn't he just go to Houston? I might have to look that one up, guys. But he just got traded. You're talking about Cook. Which Cook you talking? Oh, you're talking about Delvin Cook. Delvin Cook. Whoa, it'd be interesting, man. I'm telling you right now, because Minnesota, they're in a little bit of trouble, but Cook's got no leverage right there. So. Levy reminds me of the Dos Equis guy, the most interesting man on the planet. Oh, well, he thinks he is. He thinks he was too. You know what I mean? He was a guy that that got an extension and then cried afterwards. That's how I saw it. Man. A guy that wanted more money and then cried about being pushed. So, and just another guy that kind of duped the Lions organization, if you ask me. Had a couple big years, looked good, and then all of a sudden just was like, you know what? Gave us the old pineapple. Oh, 10 in the chat for second last week was better than Micro Mike, man. Man, you're the man, brother. But thank you very much, bro. Thank you very much. Just trying to do good here, man. Miami did well. Miami did well in the draft in the offseason. Yeah, they did, man. They picked up some solid players. Did really well in the draft. Got their quarterback, got their offensive tackle. I think they also traded. Who they trade for again as a running back? They picked up having a brain fart today, guys. But they went and picked up a running back. Yeah, Chris, man. I'm telling you, man, that's all we need. Hey, man, if we can get something like I want something something similar to that. That's not bad. 150 yards. That means we're winning football games if that happens, Chris. 100%. Jorge, Mark, do you think Dolphins or who's going to win the division first? Patricia or Flores, right? Wow, that's a tough one, man. That's actually a really good question. Man, I think the Dolphins are still farther away than the Lions. I got to say Patricia, bro. I got to say Patricia because I don't think Tua is ready just to step right in or anything like that. Sorry, brother. Dolphins have Jordan Howard. Matt Breida. That's who they traded for, right? I think they traded for Breida or something along that line. That's not bad, man. That's a pretty solid. They got the speedster, Breida, and then it catches the ball. And Howard's kind of he does a little bit of everything. He's more your power back, though. But it's not bad for a start, man. It's not bad for the Dolphins. Mike, are there many Lions fans in Canada? Oh yeah, bro. In Windsor, yeah, like Windsor alone, it's mainly Lions fans here. Not gonna lie, but you'll get a lot of Dallas fans. You get a lot of Dallas fans here. I've noticed. You get some Packer fans. Everybody's always a Patriots fan. All of a sudden, right? Everyone's a Patriots fan too. But yeah, there's a ton, especially in Windsor, bro. I'm literally 15 minutes away from the border. I'm 15, 20 minutes away from Detroit. I'm stepping right in downtown Detroit if I ever go across from my house. So yeah. What's up, Devin99? Devin99 in the building. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Boog Spray. Pay Kenny Chi. Absolutely. He's going to get paid. And they can't really wait too much longer on it. Because if that kid comes into the 2020 season and absolutely goes nuts, like I said earlier, if he comes in and goes like 80 plus catches, 1,400 yards and like double-digit touchdowns, now he's going to literally be asking for like DeAndre Hopkins money. And that's something you don't really want. If you could get him at $14-15 million, dude, run to the bank. Man, I got pens. I got pens for Bob Quinn. I got pens. Anybody need a pen to sign that? Because if he comes in, he's going to be asking for huge money. Sign him now. Get it done with. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, brother. With Jordan Howard, your guy, Noble? Thanks. Thank you, Mike, man. You're the man, bro. You're the man. Chris Kaba, Patricia. He has shown he can game plan the North. The players we had just weren't doing it. Other guys got to deal with Bill and them a little better. Well, hey, yeah, that's the thing, bro. That's exactly what he's been trying to do. He's been trying to get rid of the cancers on this team. Like, and we did get rid of some good football players. We did. Okay. We had to get rid of a really good football player in Darius Slay, who I think has been declining anyways. Snacks Harrison all of a sudden just became a bad defensive tackle. That was a guy that was one of the best D tackles in the game and stopping the run. Now, which was awesome. We get him. He plays lights out, and then in the same scheme, and then the next year complains about that scheme, gets hurt, complains about being hurt, complains about the scheme, blah, this and that, man. Cries at the end of the year, because he felt like he let the teams down and his teammate and the fan base, everybody, organization. Then he just badmouths the team. Like, he didn't really badmouth Patricia, but he just badmouthed the scheme. Like, man, if you're good enough in the NFL, if you're good enough to play football, okay? If you're good enough to play football, you should be able to play in any scheme. You should really be able to do it. You should be able to come in, and I know everybody wants their own thing. I get it. I really do, man. You want your own scheme. You want this. You want that, man. But you got to sacrifice some stuff, boys. Like, you have to sacrifice, man, just a bit. Adapt. You know what I mean? Miami could be way better. Matt Breida. Yeah, man. Matt Breida from the 49ers, man. Yeah, man. He's not bad. I like him, man. He's catches the ball extremely well. Really good. Like, Howard will be that 1 and 2, first and second down guy, and Breida come in and spell him. It'd be good, man. It'd be really solid, man. It's a solid 1-2 punch. It's nothing special, but they're building something there. Fantasy football. Who do you want there, though? I'm not, you know what I mean? Breida, because if you're doing a PPR league, I guess. Micro Mike, you like Jordan Howard? I like him too, man. I didn't like him in Chicago, though. Boo, Bears. See, right here, Chris, I just have a little bit of problem with stuff like this. Stafford versus winning teams at 666 percentage win with 135 combined versus 500 below his record, close to 782 win percentage with a combined 135 plus. I get all that, bro. I do, but I have a problem with the quarterback wins losses. When did it ever become a stat that quarterbacks are solely responsible for wins and losses? I hate that stat, man. I'm sorry, brother. I'm not dogging on you, bro. I do not like that stat. Quarterback wins and losses is not a stat. It's not a real stat, man. There's so much that involves winning and losing in a football game. You know what I mean? But I do appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. I'm not trying to come at you hard. Your boy's a little gunned up today. Hate to say it, Dallas had a good draft. Dallas did have a good draft, book spray. They didn't really go for needs, though. They didn't go for crazy needs. They had the number one offense last year, and what do? They go out and they get go out and get a dominating wide receiver in CeeDee Lamb. I get it, but you didn't really need to do it. But they're still going to put up a ton of points. Just now, man. It's a good football team, man. It's a really good football team, and they did have a good draft. It's just that they didn't really go by needs. I thought they should have went defensive first, maybe get a safety, but their offense is just even more scarier, I guess. Mellow Mo. I hate most Cowboy fans because they are a definition of fair weather fans. Well, right here, guys, right here is a Lawrence Taylor jersey. If you didn't know, my second favorite football player of all time, compared to Barry Sanders being my number one. Now, Cowboys fans are special. Okay, they're very special people, man. They're. I have friends. I have more than a few friends who are Cowboy fans, and only like 2 of them are not obnoxious. Okay, they're one of the most obnoxious fan base I have ever came across in my life. And I'm not just saying that because I rock with the Giants. It's just that they just are obnoxious. But hey, I still love my friends though. But your team's obnoxious. Your fan base is. Yeah, Noble, man. It's going to be a tough year. What's Bill going to do with them? I like the Bills. The Bills might win that division. And that's crazy to say. Tom's gone. I don't know what this Jarrett Stidham kid's all about for New England. So I got the Bills winning it. Bills winning the AFC. 2.5 hours away from Canada is not that far, brother. One day we all got to get together, man. Have a couple coldies. Kenny, plenty of G's. That's right, man. That's right, brother. Yeah, man. Everything you said is true, Chris, and I'll keep it at that. Okay? You know why. There's my boy, Paul Ryan. Habs are going to have a stud left-handed defenseman next year, Alexander Romanov. Yeah, man. That's the kid they got in the Russian league, right, Paul? Yeah, big kid. I'm excited. I'm excited. Let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens this year in the playoffs. Let's see what happens this year. Snacks he just gave out, man. He did. I don't know. Hey, man, I'm not trying to bash on a former Lion either, man. But like, when you come out, man, and you get extended, and then you get hurt. That's fine. You get hurt, man, but don't like cry about the scheme. Don't blame it on the coaches. Don't blame it on this. Don't blame it on the system. Don't blame it on that kind. Take a little bit of responsibility on yourself, big fella. Take some. Thanks, Paul. You're the man, bro. Love you, buddy. We got to get together for beer soon, man, when all this crap's done. Slay going to have fun playing the snow. I can't wait to watch Slay get burned. I can't wait to see it. So, hey, man, I like Darius Slay, but that was another guy that broke my heart, man. That broke my heart before. Like, why do guys always got to break your heart when they leave, man? When they leave your team. You know what I mean? Why do these football players got to do that, man? They break your heart. I don't get it. Can't you just leave? You know what I mean? All good. Believe the hype. Maybe wait until this scene. Chris, they got to get that deal done now, man. They got to get that deal done, bro. They got to get it done. I get it, but I'm all about that, Micro Mike. I'm excited to win a fantasy. Appreciate everyone taking an L so I can win. Your boy ain't backing down. I tell you that. Mark, are you going to be doing a live show on a regular basis? Yes, sir. I want to do it I want to do it every Sunday around this time, 7 p.m. I want to stay consistent on that part. Mellow Mo, this might be the most weapons Stafford has ever had, I think. Oh, dude, we've hammered this. I love talking about stuff like this. This stuff gets my hair up on my arms, man. This is this might be, yeah. I'm telling you right now, bro, the weapons he has is out of, let's go through it. Kenny Golladay, Marvin Jones, Danny Amendola, Cephas, the rookie, TJ Hawkinson. You got Hunter Bryant, another tight end that's probably going to be a big time weapon. Carry on, DeAndre Swift, Geronimo Allison. It's not even fair, to tell you the truth. The amount of weapons they're going to have, it's not even fair. If you could keep Stafford even a little bit upright, he's going to throw for over 40 touchdowns. He was on pace with absolutely zero running game last year to throw for 40 touchdowns and 5,000 yards. That's with no running game. And the yards are going to be there, obviously, with no running game, right? So defenses knew they were throwing the football. They absolutely knew he was gunning. And he still was balling. But they weren't winning because the defense was giving up 35, 40 points a game. Defense was trash last year, man. Giving up 400 or 500 yards a game combined. Like, come on. You're right, Mo. Big time weapons. Brendan Callen, Dem boy. Hey, here's my boy. What's up, B? What's up, brother? LOL's Dem boys. Saints fan, though, right? You're a Saints fan. Dem boys is funny, though. Where's CJ? Get him on here. Noble Sports. Who will have the best season out of the NFC North quarterbacks? Aaron Rodgers, Matthew Stafford, Mitchell Trubisky. Sorry, guys. Sorry. My nose is a little bit. Mitchell Trubisky, Nick Foles, Kirk Cousins in 2020. You're putting me in a spot, bro. You put me in a spot, but hey, if they're all healthy, let's right now get rid of a couple guys. Trubisky, you're gone. Foles, you're gone. Okay? Get out of here. Time for you guys to exit stage left. Now, they got Aaron Rodgers and Kirk Cousins. Who we taking out of that one? I'm taking out Kirk Cousins, okay? I'm taking out Kirk Cousins because you have Thielen, and then you got a rookie wide receiver. And then you got a pretty good tight end, though. You got a really good running back if that kid stays stays there, but I'm getting rid of Cousins. Now you got Rodgers because I think Rodgers is one of the best quarterbacks I've ever seen play the game. So out of these two guys, Stafford's going to have the best season. He's going to have the best season, going to have the better season, more touchdowns, more yards. Now we just got to get wins. Let's get some wins, brother. They are ridiculous, Brendan. You're right, man. They're absolutely ridiculous. Melamo, Mark, Jorge. Mark, what do you think of the network putting the Bucs as a team to beat and diminish other teams in the NFC as if they don't exist or are real contenders? I'll tell you something right now, bro, about the NFC. It's really not that crazy strong, okay? It's really not that crazy strong. Like the Bucs, man, they had a really good defense last year. Really good defense last year. And Winston was throwing the ball all over the field, right? He was throwing the ball all over the field and putting up crazy points, putting up crazy numbers, yards, all that stuff. And they still weren't winning football games. You know what I mean? So it was like, now the Bucs get Tom Brady, they got Gronk, you still got the two wide receivers. Man, I think they could do something special. I think they could do something special, but not like giving any other team like any what's it called there? I'm looking for, like, not giving them any type of chance. It's kind of wrong in itself, but everybody loves Brady, man. Everyone loves Brady. I really have no problem with it. I just don't really think the North's that strong. Minnesota's strong, I think, still. I think they'll still be strong. Green Bay's always tough. And San Francisco will be tough. The Rams should be decent again. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like there's not really any set team that I'm really crazy about, and people just love Brady. That's why they do that. I really don't have any problem with it, man, to tell you the truth. I'm trying to find a water here, guys. So sorry. Oh. What's going on, guys? Spilled some water on myself. Chris Kai, I hope Stafford is out of time. Chris Cobb, I hope Stafford is out of time. Is out time. I'm not sure what you mean by that, bro. The Bills could do it, man. You know what? I think they're going to do it, bro. I think they're going to do it now. I think it's their time now. Brady's gone. Gronk's gone. I really don't see any other team besides Buffalo winning that AFC there, winning that division. I hope Stafford is out. You're buying a toilet. Can Romanov play this summer for the COVID playoffs? Brennan, you know what, bro? I actually don't even know. Don't you have to accrue, like play in some games in order to do that? I'm not 100% on that. I'm going to say no because he hasn't played a lick of NHL hockey. I'm going to say no. Paul Ryan, where are you, brother? Habs fan? Do you know the answer to that? I really don't know. I'd love to see him. I'd love to see him play. That would be something else, eh? I can't wait to watch Slay get injured on week 1 opening defensive drive. Imagine. That'd be something special, man. That would be nice. Well, I don't want to see him really get like I don't want to see him lose his career or anything like that, but like it'd be funny see him pulling up because he'll get burned. And then he'll pull up limp. You know, he did it a few times against Detroit. With Detroit, I mean. I just think, I just think that Philadelphia fans are gonna I think they're gonna eat him alive. I think they're going to literally destroy that man. Once he has his first bad game, and if Philadelphia is not winning, like they honestly think Philadelphia. I haven't really been paying attention to their fan base lately when they brought in Slay, and I don't know what they're expecting from Slay. Because listen, that secondary last year in Philadelphia was absolutely trash. Terrible. Okay? It was horrible for one. Now they brought in a 29, 30-year-old guy, injured, declining football player that was one of the best corners in the league. This was 2 years ago. Okay. Now it's 2017. 2018, he was no good. 2019, he was no good. Now it's another year. Now it's 2020. I don't know. It would be funny if they think they're getting an absolute stud, because they're not getting 2017 Slay contract Slay, because he got paid 2018. They're not getting that. He did get paid though. He did get paid. He got paid way too much money. But I'm not too sure what they got. Like, I kind of have a feeling what they got. They got a guy that is not literally close to being a top 5 cornerback in the league anymore. He's not. Sorry, people. If you're a Darius Slay fan, I'm sorry. I like this question. Who has more touchdowns, Golladay, Jones, or Swift? Woo! Yeah. Oh man, I like that one. Okay. I'm gonna say Golladay. Golladay is gonna get more touchdowns. Golladay, I think, is gonna get 15 this year. I think he's gonna get 15 touchdowns. Jones is a big touchdown guy too, man. Stafford absolutely loves him. I'll say 12, 13. And then Swift, man, he'll probably get like 7 or 8 on the ground and maybe like 2 or 3 in the air. I think I said Swift at the beginning of the year would get 10 overall touchdowns, but I'm going to say Golladay, brother. Golladay. Good question. Bills drafted running back Zach Moss, wide receiver Gabriel. Yeah. You know what? I really like that Zach Moss pick. That was a running back that I was kind of like, before the draft, I was like, man, we need to keep an eye on that kid, because that kid can run. A lot of mileage on his legs, though, bro. A lot of mileage, but he's a beast. Do you believe Stafford is drooling, looking at all his bro? He's like this, man. He's like this. Oh, drooling everywhere, brother. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. It's getting all over his face, man. He doesn't know what to do. You know what I mean? He is looking at these weapons, brother, and he is losing his mind, Micro Mike. You know it. I know it. The whole world knows it. Man, it was just, he's salivating all over the place, man. He has so many weapons, he doesn't know who to throw to. You know what I mean? Think about it, bro. Think about it. He's going to have 6, 7 options out there. Who has that? Who has that in the NFL? This defense just needs to show up. Show up, man. Do something, guys. Come on. Because that offense is set to kill. It's set to put up 35 points a game. It's set to do it, man. The defense, all you got to do is make 2, 3 stops, man. 2, 3 big stops. Let's go. Brendan Callen, hell yeah, who that? Yeah, the Saints fan, man. Trying to think of who you guys drafted. I know you guys drafted that Zach Bond kid from Wisconsin there. Good, really good defensive player, kind of like a jack linebacker, defensive end. It's a solid player that you guys got there, bro, for sure. CJ's in the clouds with the rest of them. Yeah. Oh yeah, boys. Oh yeah. I like this one. Melamo. This one's good, brother. I hope we run up the score instead of playing not to lose. Throttle down and never let our foot off their necks. Man, I've been yelling that for years now. It's just something they've always done. They even did it with Mooch. They did it with Marinelli. It's just something about that, man. They got to get rid of that stench. There's a stench in that Detroit locker room or something, man. That Detroit organization, they got to get that stink of losing out of here, man. And put, like you said, put the foot on the neck and just don't let up, man. Let's go. Aaron versus Matthew, bro. I know. It's a tough one. Aaron's one of the, hey man, personally, I think Aaron Rodgers, my I got water all over me from splashed and all over myself. But Aaron Rodgers, man, is honestly, and I hate to say, one of the greatest quarterbacks I've ever seen play the game. He is, and he's doing it with not many weapons. He's got Devontae Adams, and he's got nobody really else. He's got a decent running game, good running game actually. He's got a really good running game. But other than that, they had a good defense last year. But weapons wise, they just refuse to get guys for him. What's up, James Willis? How you doing, brother? Mellow Mo. Hot take. Brady doesn't finish the year. Woo, brother. Yeah, you never know, man. You never know. By the way, he's one of my favorite players ever to play the game, too, man. He's Michigan, baby. You know what I mean, man? I wanted the Lions to draft him years ago. You know, I didn't want to take him in the first, second, third round, fourth round. He went in the sixth to New England, but I really wanted the Lions to take him late. Wonder, you know, that's a what if, eh? What if? Who has the best running back? Packers, Aaron Jones, Bears, Montgomery, Dalvin Cook, Swift, and Kerryon. Well, Aaron Jones is an absolute animal for the Packers. I'm not really going to say the Bears because of what they got Montgomery, and then they got that little dude. I'm having a little brain fart again. And then the Vikings got Cook. Man. Oh, that's a tough one, bro. I'm probably going to say I'll be drinking that Kool-Aid, baby. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. Swift and Kerryon, man. Swift and Kerryon got the better running backs for a combo. But the Vikings, man, they're right there. They're right there. Dalvin Cook is probably the best running back out of all that, out of everybody here, though. Dalvin Cook's a stud. Well, okay. Now I'm a comic book geek, okay? I'm a comic book geek. Now, Batman versus Iron Man wins this. Not only because of the strength, because, well, they're both geniuses, for one. They're both billionaires, right? They both love the ladies. They both get the job done. They both but the thing is, Iron Man's he's got that suit. He's got the rays. He's got every little gadget you can think of. Batman, you know, I'm a Batman guy. I'm more of a Joker dude. Got the Joker right there. I'm more of a villain type of guy. But if I had to take anybody in a fight, it's Iron Man. Iron Man wins that fight. Plus, I like Marvel a little bit better. Do you think James Willis, do you think Stenberg and Jackson will be able to adjust to the NFL and use their talent to make more holes and protect Stafford more than the protection Stafford has gotten in the past? Actually, yes, I do. Yes, I do. They're both two different kinds of guards, though. Jackson's more of a pass protector, more of a technician, and Stenberg's more of a mauler. He's more of a mauler. He's better in the run game, but he's capable in pass protection. Jackson actually has a little bit of trouble run blocking. I like Stenberg better out of the two because I think he's a little bit more. I honestly think he's a little more well-rounded, and people don't say that, but I actually think he is. I think he does both extremely well, especially running, blocking. So they will absolutely help. I could see both those guys starting. I could see one of those guys beating out Joe Dahl. Easy. You guys thinking Batman are going to win that fight, eh? No, man. No. Come on, guys. Bruce Wayne? Dudes. Over my man Tony? Come on, brothers. Come on. That's right, man. Iron Man. He's the Swiss Army knife for superheroes. Exactly. You know what I mean, man? Hey, man, don't be no. Do not be dissing my man Spider-Man, bro. That guy, hey, I take offense. No. Oh man, he is the man, bro. Spider-Man is the man. Come on, man. He takes beatings and comes up ticking. My man is a legend, man. I love Spider-Man. Love him. I actually have a tattoo Venom up here. It's got to be redone, but I'm a big Spider-Man guy. Big Spider-Man guy. I have a lot of comic books. That's who it was. Brendan Callen. They drafted the center, Ruiz, Michigan, baby. You guys got, I forgot. I should have remembered that, bro. Sorry about that, man. I do like that pick a lot. You got yourself a really, really good center there, bro. You got yourself a really good center, man. A good field general. He'll set those boys straight on the line for sure. You should be, B. You should be, man. Like I said, Ruiz will set those boys straight, man. He's a good centerman. He's a good center. He's really good. And he went to Michigan, like I said. Hail to the victors, baby. I think if the Lions can... Mark, what is your fantasy league name? Man, I'm in like 4 different leagues. I've changed. I play fantasy sports like I'm addicted to drugs. Like, I absolutely love it. I play it. I used to play it in everything pretty much. I got rid of basketball because I kind of got sick of the format. I play it in hockey, baseball, football, obviously, but I have 1,000 different names, dude. Right now, I can't even think of some names. I'll think of some names, man, and I'll come back to that one. And since I'm winning, what, you're winning our league? I don't know, brother. I think Micro Batman would be second. I'm going to be second. If you're talking about the ISN Fantasy Football League, bro, you're looking at the champion. He's right here, bro. He's right here in the glasses. He's right here. I'm right here, man. I'm right here. We have some We have some great character guys in Lions history. Barry Sanders, Herman Moore, Chris Spielman, Kellen Johnson, Stafford, Golden Tate. Oh yeah, bro. We got a good, nice, rich history of players, man. Real nice history, good character guys. Spielman was literally one of my favorite football players ever growing up too. I loved watching him because I played middle linebacker, and believe it or not, I was a running back in high school. But after I played, I absolutely love defense. I'm a defensive guy. Spielman was one of my favorite linebackers of all time, next to Lawrence Taylor. So yeah, man, we got some great character guys. That is absolutely awesome, Mike. I'm a huge comic book guy. I built 2 Iron Man for real. Took 300 hours for one cut. That is absolutely amazing, dude. Wow, love it. I got to get back into comic book collecting again. It's been a hot minute. It's been way too long. I used to be so deep into it, bro. I got some really good comics. I could talk about comics for a long time. I don't know what's going on in comic book world anymore, though. To tell you the truth, I just watch the movies now. Honestly, through the Vikings when they had Chris Carter, yeah, man, they had great wide receivers, man, through the years. I think Chris Carter was one of the most. Well, he's the Hall of Famer, but he was one of the most underrated wide receiver to ever play the game. That's actually not a bad one, bro. We had this a couple weeks ago. Steve-O says, I'm thinking Josh Garnett is going to beat out Dull for left guard. He could. Didn't he win an award in I think he won an award in college for was it last year or 2 years ago? He won he won a couple awards, man, for like lineman of the year or something like that. The kid is he's good, man. I have a Captain Spidey hat. That's phenomenal, dude. James Willis. I just think as good as Stenberg thinks he is, he could be in for a rude awakening. I hope he does result some big plays for the skills. Thinks he is? What do you mean? Because he comes in with a little bit of attitude? I'm just not sure what you're saying, brother. I know the man's name is Mr. Nasty. And I forget, I made a video about this a little bit ago. I can't think of was it O'Hara, Mike O'Hara? I don't know if I'm saying it right, man. There was a Detroit Free Press guy. I think he tweeted something saying along the lines, or a scout or something, said something about Stenberg when we drafted him in the 4th. Was that you just drafted the meanest SOB in college football or something like that. Like something along those lines, man, that we got, because he's got an attitude problem on the field. That's for sure. I know that, man. He wants to hurt people out there. Not like in a way where he wants to maim you and put you on a stretcher and have you not play football again, but he wants to literally put his head through your chest and just like make you take a couple plays off. I know that about him. You watch some highlight tapes on him. I know it's hard to watch highlight tapes on O-linemen because it's extremely boring. But I'm the type of guy that, man, I'll actually watch games. Like I'll go back to games because I do some college. What's it called? College analysis sometimes of players, and I like to. And I was watching some of him, man. That kid, he hits to the whistle and then literally hits again. He goes through the whistle and then some. But that's where he gets in a lot of trouble because he literally throws his team into bad situations sometimes, and he gets kind of stupid on the field. But hey, man, they're rookies. They're rookies. Of course, they're in for a rude awakening, man. They're going to get knocked on their can. Someone's going to knock them on their can. Trey Flowers is probably going to put one of those guys on their butts, and he's going to step right over him, man. That's what you got to do, though. That's what it's all about, football. It's not really a disrespectful thing. It's a learning thing. More, you just get fired up. You come back at him harder. And Stenberg will fight, though. That's the thing. That kid will fight. Venom is awesome, brother. He is literally my favorite villain of all time. I have to get my one. I have it done here. It's a terrible one done, but I got a buddy who will do it over again. Who's a tattoo artist who I should have got it from, but I didn't. He wasn't tattooing back in the day, but I got this from a tattoo artist I never should have went to, and I can't wait to get it redone. It's going to be sick, man. It's going to be sick. I got a carnage on this one. I got a carnage on this shoulder. This is a pretty good question too, man. How does Ragnow compare to Raiola? Raiola was up and down. He was an up and down center for me. He was never special. He had a couple good years. Raiola, I think, is 10 times better. He's a great, great, great center. And he's a guy that can play guard. I don't ever remember Raiola playing guard. If you did, you can correct me on that. But Ragnow, 10 times better than Raiola was. Because Raiola, man, he was a nasty guy. He was kind of like a Stenberg, man. He would never back down from a fight, But he was like Stafford's boy. He protected Stafford as best as he could, man. He went after guys that went after Stafford. And you love your O-lineman to do that. And I think Stenberg is going to be just kind of like that. If someone goes after Stafford, just brushes him, Stenberg's going to be right there to literally grab the guy and probably throw him on his face. Probably get a 15-yarder for it, though. You just got to be careful. Tarek Cohen, Bears running back. That's right, man. Outland Trophy at Stanford. That's right. That's what Garnett won. Yeah. And he's smart. Went to Stanford, man. So it's good. I'm coming, Jorge. I'm coming, bro. I'm telling you, I'm coming. You don't know, now you know. Dumbest thing. All Chris Carter does is catch touchdowns. It's all he did. I know. I think it was just one of those things where he caught so many of them, eh? You know what I mean? He just caught so many. And it was just something, it was just something that he did well, man. It was something that he did well, and it was just like one of those catchphrases. I don't even know who came up with that one. You're right, Steve-O. I like what Stenberg brings to the table with attitude, but he needs to refine his pass blocking technique and his footwork. He misses a lot of second level blocks in the run game. Yeah, but his run game, dude, his run blocking is absolutely dominating though. It's dominating, and he looks to put people on their butts. I'm not worried about his run game. I'm not worried about his run blocking. I'm worried about his pass blocking. That's what I'm kind of worried about. Yeah, Raiola was a shorter center. He was shorter. He was a dog, man. Yeah, man. Like, I don't got any hate towards Raiola. I got no hate towards him, and I thought he was a really good. Not really good, but he was good enough, man. He was good enough. I don't remember him making any Pro Bowls or anything like that, though. Even though Pro Bowls mean nothing to me because I actually hate that Pro Bowl. All Pros is what's special to me, man. Noble, it's up to you. What do you think about Jelani Tavai this season? Well, I think he needs to step up his game for sure. He's one of those guys that does a little bit of everything. He'd have a couple picks last year, a couple sacks, made a couple splash plays. He needs to definitely step up. I don't really know who's really going to be pushing him. Would it be Ragland? Is Ragland going to push him? Because Collins is playing the outside. And Davis, if Davis going to play the middle, he's not going to be pushing him, right? Because he's the other linebacker there in the middle. So it's pretty much Tavai or Ragland. But I'm hoping he ups his game, at least in the tackling department. You know what I mean? And I actually hope they send him to the quarterback a little much. I hope they put him so he can create a little bit of pressure, because he did that in college, man. He actually had his hand in the dirt a lot at Hawaii when he played there. Played on the D line a little bit, man. He played on the inside, outside. I think he can be utilized better as a blitzer, because when he blitzed last year, he had a couple sacks. He created some pressure, but we all know about that scheme. That scheme last year was caca. So I don't really see anybody pushing him. That's the only thing I don't like. There's nobody really pushing him. But then again, he should be just working on himself. He shouldn't be worried about who's pushing him, who's taking his job. Lions Pride and Spartan Nation. Nobody flies Sparty Green over here, though, brother. I'm sorry, West. I'm sorry, West Branch Ball. It's all maize and blue over here. This day in Detroit sports history. The Detroit Pistons beat the LA Lakers 187 in the Game 5 of the 2004 NBA Finals to win their third championship. Oh, yeah. I remember. Yeah, man. Man, those were the days. Whew, those were the days, man. The bad boys for life. Man, we're getting Sparty Nation rolling up in here. What's going on? James Willis, West. I like Ragnall because he has the size to block for a power scheme and the athleticism to block for a zone scheme. Yeah, he's a very athletic center because he's versatile, right? He can go both ways, guard or center. That's what you really like. Tavai rocking Raiola's 51 now. I really like Tavai. I didn't know who he was when he drafted him, but I watched his tape. I was impressed. Dude was all, yeah. He made a bunch of plays. He made a bunch of plays at Hawaii, and you know what? He wasn't a guy that was on everybody's radar. A lot of people did not know who he was. He was a fifth round at best guy that people thought, and nobody knew his name. What concerned me last year is that when Bob Quinn took him, he had the audacity to say that Raiola, he said there was like two linebackers in the draft that they were only looking at because none of them fit their scheme. Now, Now, when I hear something like that, that almost makes me vomit. That's stuff like that makes me vomit. 2 linebackers? Come on, man. You know what I mean? And Tavai was the only one. One of the only guys. I don't even know who the other guy was. Who was he? They obviously didn't get him. Hey, man. Scum, you say. What are you guys going to do this year, though? West, what are you guys going to do? Your boy, man, left that team in shambles. In shambles. What about Notre Dame? I don't know, man. I got to see what's going on over at Notre Dame, man. I know they lost some talent in the draft, man. They lost some talent in the draft. Usually when I do my college analysis, bro, I kind of like go year by year. I like they lost Claypool, they lost Akwara because we got him. They probably lost a few other guys. I just on top of my head, I'm not too sure about Notre Dame, bro. But I'm sure they'll be good. I'm sure they'll beat Michigan. They'll probably beat Michigan. I think Tavai got the physical tools to do his job. I just want to see his Heyman in the head slow down, and he will be fine. Yeah, hey, man. The last thing I read on Tavai was that he was going to get the green dot on his helmet. Now, if anybody doesn't know what that means that you get to start calling plays. And he got a little bit of taste of that last year. That means you're running a show on the field, and you're calling all alignments. You know what I mean? You see what's going on with the offense, and you're trying to get guys in place. You're trying to get guys set up, and usually that goes to Davis. But Tavai, as a rookie last year, was getting that. So, but this year, I hear he's getting a big portion of that. That tells me that Davis is going to be doing other things, and Tavai is going to be taking over that linebacker group. We'll see. I'm sure Jamie Collins will have that green dot on his helmet too. So, Rainbow Warriors, come out and play. Oh yeah, man. One of the best movies ever, Two Warriors, bro. One of the best movie. Hey, man, the farm system, Avila, the one thing he's done really well is that he has built up the farm system. He has, especially in the arm department, okay? Especially in the arm department, because Dombrowski literally left him nothing. He left him nothing to work with, okay? He got rid of everything to win a champion, and I got nothing bad to say about Dombrowski, man. He took us to a 2 or 3 World Series, I think it was. Should have won 2 of them easily. Should have won, but all of a sudden our pitching staff forgot how to field balls. I remember that. And but he literally mortgaged the future to try to win a championships. And I really had no problem with it at the time because they should have won. They should have won 2 World Series out of it. And then when Dombrowski left or got canned or wherever, he went to Boston to become the GM there. He left Avila squat. He left him nothing in the farm system, nothing. And then people literally cry about what Avila did by getting rid of talent, so-called talent. Okay, yeah, they got rid of Verlander. They had to. They had to get rid of a lot of guys. They had to get rid of JD Martinez. They had to do all that stuff. They had to trade guys to build the future. Okay. And this is what Avila has been doing. He's building for the future. And I think the Tigers are a couple years away, and I love their farm system. He's put a few of their farm systems in the top 10 now, top 5 even, Avila. He's done a very good job in that aspect. Jorge, not sports related, but why is it that a driveway is where you park a car and a parkway is where you drive it? Oh, dude, I don't really know. I don't even know what to say to that, man. I don't even get the question. Why is it a driveway is where you park a car and a parkway is where you drive it? Where you drive it, dude? I'm lost, brother. Sorry, man. Scum doesn't play Notre Dame. Oh, it's Washington. Okay. Scum doesn't play Notre Dame this year. It's Washington they play for a big non-conference game. I don't know. Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm starting to get sick of Harbaugh. I'm starting to get sick of it, man. But you know what? He can't find a quarterback. He really can't find a quarterback. I don't know what's going on there. Is it going to be the big fella? Is it going to be McCaffrey? I don't know what they're going to do. It's a pretty good question. What pairing of Lion edge rushers would be the best for making plays? Okwara brothers or Julian with Flowers? Woo! Oh, yeah. Man. Hey, all of them. All of them. Every single one of them, man. I don't think there's going to be a set. I think they're going to be rotating Julian in a lot on with Romeo and Flowers. And then Julian's going to be able to play a little bit of that Jack linebacker spot and get to the quarterback. You know what I mean? But someone does need to pair with Flowers. And I think right now it's going to be Romeo. But they could, you know what I mean? Bring in Everson Griffin, man. Bring in Everson Griffin. That's who should be Flowers and Griff. That's who I want to see. But all three or four of these guys, man, should be big timers. The Okwara brothers are going to be fire. And Flowers needs to step up, man. Needs to step and needs to stop doing his 7.5 sacks a year crap. I'm sick of it. Woo! Let's go, Trox. Let's go, baby. Exactly, Steve. I'm finally liking what Avila's doing with with building the Tigers. I think he picked up at least 3 major league bats this year, and I see 4 or 5 starting pitchers that will be ready by 2021. I feel exactly the same way, Steve. I feel exactly the same way, bro. Avila absolutely nailed the draft this year. Nailed it. Torkelson coming in. Then they took Cabrera. Then they took Workman. They took Cruz, Jose Cruz's kid. They took him in the second. Then they took that beast high school kid, that 18-year-old Colton Keith in the 5th round, who's an absolute animal. By the way. 18, 220. He's going to need a lot of seasoning, though. He's going to need some seasoning. So I say about 3-4 years, you won't see him. But he's got a bat and he can play baseball. I really like, and the pitching. Don't even get me on the pitching, man, because the pitching is absolutely off the chain, man. Off the chain. They just need to stay healthy because the bus rate for pitchers in the majors and then draftees, man, are very, very high. And they've already had some issues with Mize. They've had some issues with Manning. But Manning, Mize, Skubal, Burrows, Fuedo, all those guys, man, those guys can all be huge contributors in the next couple of years, man. That's right, man. They get an A+. It's the first time in a long time, Trox, that we can say that about Avila doing that. First time we can say that in a long time. He nailed the draft. And he went after mature bats. He went after some mature bats, like college kids. You know what I mean? Like guys that we don't have to wait for 4 or 5 years. Like a guy like Colton Keith, you're going to have to wait for him because he's only 18. He's only 18 years old. So you're going to have to wait till he's about 21. You know what I mean? 22. Hopefully not any longer than that. But other guys they drafted college kids that know how to handle the wood, that know how to handle a wood bat. And that's a big deal. They just don't have a aluminum bat in their hands. They actually, in that Cape Cod League, they've only played with wooden bats, and they can and they prove that they can hit with wooden bats. Mind blown, Jorge. Yes, sir, it is, brother. Yes, sir, man. LT, baby. LT's is in the building. Is in the building, man. It's my second team. I think I've said that before. I think we had one of those questions on one of the podcasts, and this is literally my second favorite player of all time. My number one defensive player, though, LT. I wore this number all through football, during my football days after high school. I'll give can't win a big game Harbaugh this. He got Michigan back into shape. Man, you know what, man, with Harbaugh, I'm just getting sick of his antics. I'm just getting. It's time to win. I know he hasn't found a quarterback, and that's a big deal. It really is. But man, come on, the excuses got to be running out, man. I'm a big Harbaugh guy too. You know it, brother. You know I said Griffin. Get him here. We've been trying to get him here, man. I've been hitting his Twitter. I've been trying. I think I even private emailed. I think I even private messaged him a couple times, sliding in those DMs. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to get him here. He's not responding though. He's busy. He's a little bit busy. I like this one too. Hey, James, I'm the same way, bro. Sacks are great, but I would be happy if the pass rush could bother a quarterback enough to throw it. Dude, I'm all for it. I'm all for that too. I am. I'm quarterback pressure, creating havoc, making quarterbacks step out of the pocket, messing up their arm angles and all that stuff. But you know what? They got to get 28 sacks, man. 28 sacks they had last year. That's come on, man. That's terrible. But I do feel you though, man. Get a pass rush, create problems, create havoc. I get it, bro. I'm with you. Trying, brother. I think I had 13 at one point, unless that counts as me. But I don't think I'm on. I don't think I'm on. I don't think I'm actually on the chat on my phone or anything. But maybe that counts as me. I got to get it up. Oh, yeah, bro. Man, we were doing some baseball talk, Grid. We were. What do you want to know? What do you want to know? I know my Tigers. I know our Tigers aren't going to be that good this year. Probably going to get a top 3 pick again next year. Baseball has got to come back, though. Baseball's got to come back now. It doesn't even seem like they're going to, like the players and the players and the players union and the owners are not on the same page at all. So they just turned down another offer. The players just turned down another offer, and now I think it's going to come up to Rob Manfred, the commissioner. It's going to come to it's in his hands now. He's going to order like a 50-game season. So that means I think he needs 8 owners to say no, and then there won't be a season. I don't think there's going to be 8 owners that say no, but these owners are greedy, man. They're extremely greedy, and some of the stuff that they've come out and said, man, is downright disgusting. Like, I can't remember the guy's name, the guy from St. Louis, the owner. He's owned the St. Louis Cardinals, guys, for 25 years, man. 25 years, and he's crying. He's crying about not making enough money. That guy he bought that team, I think, for something like 150 million. You might want to check that out. They're worth a couple billion now. Billions now, man. And he's crying about not making enough money. Give it a rest, man. Let's play baseball. People want to see it. So what if you got to take a bite? You guys are multi-millionaire billionaires. Let's play some baseball, boys. I absolutely love that secondary. Love it. And you throw Okudah in there. Hey, man. But Walker, I love Tracy Walker. I love the Harmon pickup. True Font, man. He could, a little bit worried about him staying healthy, but he's not a far drop off from Slay. And I like Amani Oruwariye. Like him a lot, man. Like him a lot. And Okudah in there, Justin Coleman. The secondary is actually not that bad, man. James Willis. I'm just concerned about the pitchers having arm injuries. Before they even get the call up. Manning is one guy I like, but injuries, man. No, I agree with you, James. I agree with you, brother. I just said that. The same thing, man. There's a very high bus rate for pitchers that get drafted. It's a very high bus rate. And we've already had problems with a couple of them. So that's why they shut down Mize last year, because he had that dead arm. He's had that dead arm thing. Manning suffered through some stuff. I think even Burrows may have. I'm not too sure. Fuedo has, you know what I mean? So it's not like I don't think their careers are in jeopardy, but yeah, they got to get these guys called up, man. before they drop. And yeah, just think about the rotation, man. Think about that rotation with Mize, Manning, Skubal. I love that Skubal kid, man. Love him to death. Then Burrows maybe fade. You know what I mean? And then like the offensive guys that they're starting to pick up, man. This team's gonna be good in like 3 years. 3 years. They're gonna be really good. Really, really good. Thanks, Mellow Mo. I'm trying, dude. I'm trying, brother. I'm trying. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. One pride, dude. Oh, yeah, boys. Oh, yeah. Woo. It's getting warm up in here. Yeah, Bill. Yeah, man. Yeah, Bill Romanowski was a bad dude. I remember watching him. A little bit back in the day, man. Yeah, man. Played for the Broncos, played for the 49ers, right? Was the 49ers he played for? I have a little bit of a Broncos for sure. Yeah, he was a bad man. He did a lot of dumb things on the field, though, but he was a hell of a linebacker. Hell of a linebacker. That is your opinion? You mean, what is your opinion on Steve Yzerman? Keep Blashill as a Red Wings head coach? Yeah, I don't really get it. I don't really get why they're doing it. I thought Yzerman would come in and I thought he would get his own guy. I don't really know the history. Sports is like the old boys club, man. It's like the old boys club. These guys, you know, they're all buddies. So I don't really know what's going on with the Blashill and the Yzerman thing. I thought maybe I think Blashill should be fired. I don't think he should be the head coach. There's really no. It's not all his fault, right? It's not all his fault, but someone's got to take the blame. Exactly. I don't know exactly. Trucks. Harbaugh needs to get his quarterback. Is it going to be McCaffrey? You think it's going to be McCaffrey? I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do yet. What's going on, Abdul Terrell? What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Good to see you here. Captain Comeback is overrated. Okay. Who you calling Captain Comeback, Mr. Jorge? Captain Comeback. Harbaugh? That's who you calling him? Because that's who he was, right? In Michigan. That's what his nickname was. And hey, if you're talking about Harbaugh, I think you could be right, dude. Steve-O, I was surprised how good Gage Workman that was after I watched some of his games. He could have been a first rounder that got in the fourth. He looks like he could be a legit G leaguer and a big leaguer in a year or two. I guess this was a guy that supposedly slipped in the draft. True third baseman. He's got really good power. The only knock on this kid is that he strikes out a little bit too much. He does strike out quite a bit. But he's a good defender and he can hit the ball. And he's playing in an infield with guys like Alika Williams at Arizona State, who was a stud shortstop, and then he's working with Spencer Torkelson, the new Detroit Tiger that we got at first base. So he's used to being around ready-made major leaguers. So I think he doesn't have too much seasoning. And I said it earlier, man, about these college guys. I don't think they're going to be in the minors long because they're already mature bats. You know what I mean? And they can handle the wooden bats. And that's a big deal. That's a really big deal in the majors nowadays, man. Because you can get a guy that can hit the snot out of a ball with an aluminum baseball bat, but come in and look at a wooden bat and act like they have a watermelon in their hands. They don't know what to do with it. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like they don't know how to. They don't. It happens, man. It happens. That's why a lot of these guys in the summer they go and they play in the Cape Cod League. It's a really good league, man. and it's strictly wooden bats, and it really helps out guys that not necessarily struggle, but it ups your game. Does Stafford have more comebacks than Harbaugh? I'm guessing he does. Harbaugh played for who? The Colts back in the day? And he played for the Colts? Did he play for the Bears too? I don't remember. I want to think he did. But he definitely played for the Colts. But Stafford probably has more. Doesn't he lead the league? Lead the NFL? He's close to being one of the best guys for fourth quarter comebacks. It's another stat that I kind of hate too, because it's almost in that same category as quarterback wins and losses. One of my biggest it's probably my biggest pet peeve, because whenever I argue with somebody about Stafford, they always come up with that stupid argument that Stafford's 56 and 97 against winning teams. No. The Lions are 56 and 97 against winning teams, not Matt Stafford. You got to put a lot of things into consideration when it comes to wins and losses in football. You can't just blame it solely on the quarterback. You know what I mean? Of course, Stafford has some blame, but you got to blame a lot of other guys too. The revenge tour. I'm worried about calling it season revenge, mostly because what Scum did on their so-called. Don't believe all that. I'm not too worried about that stuff either, brother. Abdul Terrell, what's your Lions record prediction? I've had this a little bit. We've talked about this on the podcast a few times. I've been kind of different with it a few times, but with the team right now, I'm going to stick with 10-6. I think they're going to win 10 games, lose 6. The only thing with that is that they need to actually win 10-6. They need to somehow slip into the playoffs. They need to win a playoff game, I think, in order for Patricia to retain his job too. So other than that, you know what I mean? 10-6 is what I'm going to stay at, man. Borderline 97, but 10-6. I like that UDFA safety line sign Price. Bobby Price, right? So yeah, good size, man. They could actually move that kid this corner. He's really long, man. He's lanky, long arms. It's tough for guys like that. The one guy that I really liked that they picked up too, man, was that Jalen Elliott from Notre Dame. The safety that they actually picked up. That kid's an in the box kind of safety, man, loves to hit. So, but they've had some really, really nice UDFAs picked up this year, Detroit. I really, really like it. Mellow Mo, we so stacked up corner safety, I forgot Okudah. That's all good, brother. I can't wait for opening day and we destroy the Care Bears. Yeah, boy. Absolutely, man. Exactly. I can't wait too, man. I can't wait. I really like what they did in this. I really like what they did in the secondary. Everybody and their mama cried when Darius Slay got released. And I was like, release him. Please do not pay this man $17 million. You can't pay a 29-year-old injured, declining cornerback $17 million. Okay? He's not Deion Sanders. He never was. He had one phenomenal season. And I know he's done some really nice things in Detroit. I know he has. He was a second-round pick. He did some really good things, but if you really look at what he did, man, he had one great season. One great season. It was 2017. It was. And it was a contract year. Or he got an extension, something along that line. He got paid, and then all of a sudden he wasn't that good anymore. And I know a lot of it has to do with the D line and all that stuff, not getting to the quarterback. But sometimes you get paid, man. You need to step up. You just need to step up, man. It's not just you can't just point the fingers, man. Point the finger and say, well, this guy didn't do his job. No, man. You take some accountability, Darius. You take it a bit. And he never did. He never really took accountability. I know he's a good guy and he stuck around in Michigan. He's still there helping out kids. And, and I love him for that, man. I just don't love the fact that he just rips on our coaching staff. In Patricia's first year, Patricia said some things he shouldn't have said. But then after that, man, he comes out and just blasts Patricia for it, man. Then he's got his best friend, Quandre, doing the same thing. And then Snacks follows it up with a scheme. Just come on, man. Come on. I'm just glad we got rid of those guys, man. I'm glad we got rid of those guys. And everyone thinks that Quandre Diggs is Ronnie Lott reincarnated, eh? And he's not, by the way. He's not. He's not really that good of a football player, to tell you the truth, man. He's really not. And I stand by that. That guy missed a lot of tackles, got burned a ton, made a few plays here and there. All of a sudden, he's just one of those guys that Lions fans always fall in love with, man. They always fall in love with that underdog. I've never gotten it, man. It was like the Zach Follett syndrome. Remember him? Everyone fell in love with him because he made a huge hit on special teams one year. And all of a sudden, he was the best middle linebacker in football. Come on, man. He wasn't. He was terrible. He was trash. Colts, Bears. That's right, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ditka didn't get along with Harbaugh. 10? Wow. That's right, Abdul. Come on, brother. How much you think? 10's not bad. I don't want to say 8-8. Don't make me say it, dude. Mellow Mo. When we win the Super Bowl this year, I believe it will spark a dynasty. Woo! Mellow Mo. You're going to get me all fired up, bro. I see 10-6, the best, 7-9, the worst. Yeah, man. I hear you. Man. 7-9, say bye-bye, Patricia and Quinn. There's no chance in the world those guys stay around if that happens. I think they need, like I said, to win a playoff game in order for them to stick around. And if they don't, they're gone. I think they're both gone. That's right. Michigan has that 5 pro-style quarterback commit for the 2021 season that looks really good. He looks like the real deal. Hopefully he is, because serious players. Ohio State has some serious. Yeah, who is that Michigan guy, bro, that's coming in? I just read about this kid too. What's his name? I got to start brushing up on my college football this year, guys. Don't worry. I'll get to it. That's right, James. With an extra playoff spot, that might be enough for the Lions to get in. Yeah, they got that whole new system with an extra guy coming in. So with an extra team making the playoffs. So hey, man, you can't make the playoffs when they're trying to get more teams in the playoffs, man. Than what you got. Come on, let's go. It's time to make the playoffs and win in the playoffs. That's right, Steve-O. Philly fans are going to give Slay the business soon as they found out he's no shutdown. And bro, I can't wait for it, man. I literally can't wait for it, man. I can't wait for it. Like, people think that Lions fans are bad. Hey, come on. They booed Santa Claus, bro. They booed Santa and pelted him with snowballs. You remember that? That city's ruthless, man. That city is ruthless when it comes to sports, man. They will lynch you. Oh, man. They will lynch you. As soon as they find out Slay is no shutdown corner, you're right, man. He's gonna get bombarded bombarded, man. He's going to get bombarded, and it's not going to be pretty for him, man. Exactly. The Big East, the SEC West are the hardest recruiting conferences. Oh, yeah. The SEC, man, there's just you can't compete with the SEC anyways. The teams out of there, man, are just too tough. Yeah, it wasn't just Tyreek, man. It wasn't just Tyreek. It was everybody last year. He was getting torched, James, by everybody. Yeah, he's just not as good as he thinks he is. He's not. Lions fans thinks he's and majority of Lions fans, not I don't know majority, it might be more of a 50-50. They literally think he's Deion Sanders. Some people. He's not. He's had some big moments. I'm not going to take anything away from him like that, but man, he's not worth $17 million. I don't know how much I got to stress that. I don't know how much I got to stress it. You're so right about us falling in love with the underdog players like Zenner, Riddick, and Diggs. Yeah, I never really got, you know what? I never really understood the Zach Zenner love either. I never really got it. He was a guy that ran hard though, and he was always falling forward, and you do love that. You know what I mean? He was a guy that was worked diligently, man. He was just a tough kid, smart kid, good kid. Theo Riddick, and I got to kind of disagree with you on that one a little bit though. Theo actually balled out, bro. He was a six round pick, I want to say, 5th, 6th round pick, and he caught the ball extremely well. What I hated about the Lions using him was why they tried to run him through the tackles at times. It was like actually embarrassing because he would get like swallowed up, man, when they tried to run him between the guard and the tackle or center and the guard. It's actually a little bit embarrassing because he would get swallowed up. But as a receiver, he was phenomenal. They should have used him as a slot receiver. Let's go there. That's a whole other topic, man. Because he had hands, man. And Stafford would zip that ball into him. You know what I mean? And still, he'd catch it. Why they never made him a slot receiver was beyond me. And then Diggs, Quandre had a couple nice interceptions, man. He had that one. Was it last year? Last year where he took it to the house, first game of the year, took like a 10, 20-yard touchdown. From the opening game against the Jets there, had that touchdown, couple picks, but man, he just missed a lot of plays, man. He leaves a lot on the field. And then he runs his mouth. Like, stop running your mouth, man. Play football. We do deserve a 10-6, bro. We do. We do. I think, like, if you think about it, man, you think about it, we had last year, and I know it's under that category of, oh, here we go again, but it's like how many games we lost single digits is incredible. Lost like 2 or 3. Lost like 2 or 3. 3-point games, 4-point games, lost a couple 6-point games, couple 7-point games. We only got blown out in like 2 games. We were in 13, 14 games, man, in it. And I'm talking about going into the 4th quarter, bro. Going into the 4th quarter, we were in it. Like, we were doing stuff with Jeff Driscoll and David Blau at quarterback. Just our defense was pus. It couldn't stop nobody. You can't win football games, man. And then everybody wants to blame Stafford. Now I'm just going off of the rails. I don't know. James Willis. I don't know why Lions cut Zenner. He was a real pounder, got yards. Yeah, man, he was just that though. That's all he was, man. That's all he was. He was a pounder, but he wasn't that great of a running back, bro. He really wasn't, dude. He wasn't. I've asked this question before, but never heard from you. Is it coaching or ownership that fails the Lions? Bro, it's a little bit of both, man. It's a little bit of both, man. As long as I have lived, and I can remember, we had the old man Ford, Okay, we had, and I just read something about this actually today. I just read something about this about the Barry Sanders thing. I'll try and make it quick, real quick. He quit because of ownership. He quit because he knew that management didn't care. Like I read this, it was actual. He goes, I knew it was time to go when management said, this was back from 2003. I knew it was time to go when management stopped caring about winning. And I'll tell you something right now about old man Ford. I don't think he ever cared about winning. He didn't. I think he literally used this team as a hobby, something to do. Like it was just something to do, really. And that's really sad to say, man. But yeah, because I think coaching over the years hasn't been too bad. You know, we had a couple buffoons in here. You know, we've had like Marinelli, man, with like sharpen your shovel and like all those stupid lines he used to say. It just was like, it's just different. It was really different, man. But he wasn't actually that bad of a coach, even though he did go 0-16. But we've had, you know, we have Mariucci came in here. He was not a bad football coach. Patricia Caldwell was here. He wasn't really that bad of a football coach, to tell you the truth. He was okay. Ownership. It's been ownership. It really, really has. It's been ownership, man. It hasn't been coaching. Love it, Mellow Mo. 13-3. Drink that Kool-Aid, brother. Drink it down, bro. Jet fans are notoriously awful. Yeah, man. You know what? I don't really know too many Jet fans, man. I got one buddy who's a Jets fan, and he's kind of funny about it, but he loves his Jets. I liked Riddick a lot too, man. I really did. I tell you, man. I liked him for the first couple of years, and then he earned that big contract. We had a couple of years, man. He had a couple of big years for Detroit, especially catching the football. Right, that was his go-to. So. I didn't know that. They had him mic'd up one time. I'd love to hear that. You guys played well, Brendan Collin. You guys played well against KC last year. Defense crumbled at the end. It was awful to see. It really was, man, because Stafford and that offense went toe-to-toe with Mahomes in that Kansas City offense, man. Toe-to-toe. That defense crumbled. You're right, man. They just crumbled. But they were in it. They were in that game. They should have won it. They should have won that game. You know what I mean? It's just that our defense, bro. Our defense was ranked like 31st last year, dude. 31st. Bottom of the barrel. Right there. You know, you can't get much worse. 30 seconds the worst. So you can't get too much worse. You can only go up from here, man. And then it's just, they need to do a lot of things on defense, but I'm just looking for them to be average, man. Be average on defense because the offense is set. The offense is set. I don't care what anybody says, man. We got a strong offense this year. And all I want is this defense is to be average. Please be average. That's it. You talk about the Kansas City game on this one, West. Well, if there's no ref ball, we could have won that game. Oh, yeah. Didn't, what's his name, Hitchens, do something in the end zone? That's the same guy that raped Brandon Pettigrew in the Dallas playoff game. And I think he did something in the end zone. He was draped all over somebody, no call. Yeah, if that's what you're referring to. No, the Giants really aren't much better, man. The Giants fans? You talking about Giants fans? Yeah, well, hey, man, New York, bro. New York, man. They lose their minds over there too, right? They lose their minds. If Patricia gets fired, Martha needs to open up her checkbook. Well, Steve-O, those guys get paid regardless. NFL NFL head coaches get paid regardless. How much is Patricia making? He's probably one of the highest coaches in the league. I bet you he is. Without even looking, I bet you he's top 15. I bet you he is, man. I don't know why I'm saying that, because probably because from the team he came from, I bet you he's up there. She's got no problem writing checks like that, man. Just does she want to win? I think she cares more than the old man did, but I don't know. If Java Best had stayed healthy, this would have been a different team, I think. Dude could run and catch. He could do everything. He was really fun to watch, man. He was really fun to watch. He got in the open space, he was gone. There wasn't too many guys that could they contain him. When he was in the open space, he was gone. I remember going to a Chicago game. I remember going to a Chicago Bears game. I think it was a Monday night game, and watching him go ballistic. And there was a Bears fan sitting right in front of us. And this guy was getting absolutely destroyed. Okay. This kid was getting destroyed. I was laying into him like I can never lay into somebody really bad. And he decides to kind of look at me and tell me to shut my mouth. I'm like, what? So I'm like one of those, right? Like, I don't stand for that stuff. So then he pulls out a badge and he flips a badge at me. And I thought that was one of the funniest things in the world. I'm like, dude, I don't care about your badge, bro. Like, man, I'm just yelling at you. You're in Lions territory, brother. You know, go home if you can't take it. Besides, I'll take that badge and I'll throw it on the field. You know what I mean? Okay. Bro, absolutely. Steve-O says if Patricia gets fired, Martha needs to open up her checkbook and offer someone like Lincoln Riley. That's the guy from Oklahoma, right? Is it Oklahoma? An offer he can't refuse. Absolutely. Yeah, man. Go get the hottest college name out there, man. Just get somebody who can coach. I think Patricia can coach. He just has his own style, man. He's got his own guys. He's 3 years in. No more excuses. You apparently have your guys, man. Let's go. Oh, Jorge, eh? You want a little bit, Mark, on our ISN Fantasy League? Give us a hint who you draft as a quarterback and defense. Ooh-wee. Ooh. Let me see. I don't know if I want to give you my my little secrets, bro. But I'll tell you a guy I really like. I like Kyler Murray. I like Kyler Murray in fantasy. Obviously, I'm not going to give you the obviously like Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes. Everybody knows those guys like that. Stafford, obviously. Stafford's going to be huge. Defense, Pittsburgh Steelers, New England. Who else? Yeah, man. The Bears, maybe. You know what I mean? Teams like that. Teams that can cause turnovers. You know what I mean? On defense. Teams that can cause turnovers. Let me give you a little sleeper on quarterback here that I think. I told you I like Murray. It's a bit of a sleeper. But he's got some nice weapons over there. Let me see. I don't want to give you guys too much, man. So I'm running through that league, bro. That's more LA because New York is used to have two teams in the four. That's true. That's true, West. You're absolutely right. Oh, you just asked this one. You're trying to get me twice, eh, bro? That's good, man. That's good. I gave you a couple, guys. I kind of like let me see. I'm trying to go. I think a sleeper might be Phillip Rivers too, even though he's old as dirt. I think he could rejuvenate a little bit of his career. He's a bad year last year in LA as a Charger. I think he's got more weapons and he's got some good running backs that can catch the football, but he's just not going to get anything on the ground, eh? That's the only thing. Yeah, when they're LA's weird for a football town. It's not a football town, man. It's really not. But I still got to come back to this one. I still got to come back to this one because I'm trying to figure out. I still got to figure out the what's it called, the rules and the regulations on this ISN fantasy league here. I got to dive a little bit more into fantasy. I went to go buy. I love buying fantasy books. I love buying fantasy football, baseball, hockey. I like buying all the books. I know it's old school way, but I just like to thumb through stuff. I love reading. So second place, love you, bro. Yeah, but did I tell you the truth, Jorge? Did I tell you the truth, my man? You know what I mean? Draft Ben Roethlisberger. He's going to be the number one quarterback in the AFC this year. Your boy says so. Your boy says so. This is good, though, boys. Having a good time, man. Having a good time. Man, I've been on here for an hour and 40 minutes. Holy cow. It's good, man. Time flies when you're having fun, guys. Time flies when you're having fun. Probably be ending this soon. I see that the views are starting to go down a little bit. Anybody got any more questions? Starting to hurt the ears. These are good headphones, too. They get on your ears, man, and they hurt. Woo. This was an energetic show. I'm kind of gassed out, man. Kind of gassed out. Need a rinse. Nah. So anybody else got anything, guys? It's been good, man. It's been about an hour and 41 minutes. Man, West Branch ball, my ears is full of information. Hey, bro, holy cow, dude. Love it. You a football historian? I like that, bro. Sports historian. I like that, dude. That's cool. Giants moved to San Francisco in the late 50s and the Dodgers moved to LA in the early 70s. That's cool, brother. Here's one. James Willis. So when will we know if Griffin or Golden is coming to play for Detroit? That could be any time. Apparently they're in the building now. Like not Griffin or Golden. I mean, players are at their facility. But minicamp got canceled, which is crazy. Like, so that got canceled. Harbaugh from Baltimore Ravens just came out and was like, this is impossible what they're asking us to do with this COVID crap. They don't really know what to do, like with the safety measures. Because you got to huddle, you have to practice, you got to hit each other. So what are they going to do when they have to do that? Mini camp, fine, whatever. But training camp starts soon. Training camp starts at the end of July or something, or the middle of July, the end of July or something, right? So it's like, what are you guys going to do? Like how are our teams gonna like literally not be able to, like, what are the safety measures? But with Griffin and Golden coming to play for Detroit, when will we know? I think it could be any time. They've been in talks, apparently. They've been in talks. Lions been in talks with Griffin, and they've been in talks with Golden. At one point, I literally thought Marcus Golden was going to be a Lion. That was 2-3 weeks ago. Because what I read was that Golden was literally only talking to the Giants, who he plays for, who he did play for now, and he was only talking to the Lions and the Giants. And I heard the Giants were kind of out of it because he was asking a little bit too much money. He was asking for too much money. And then I heard it was just the Lions, but they weren't in talks about any negotiation. They weren't hitting the table with anything. They were just like in talks. So, and then Griffin apparently was interested. And I know our boy, Gridiron Blitz, man, literally met Patricia in Detroit and chirped at him and said, get your boy Everson Griffin here. And Patricia was totally in cahoots with it, going, hey, man, yeah, he was going, yeah, I like him. I want him. So he was agreeing to it. So get him here, Matt. Let's go, Matt. Get him here. I would love to see him paired up with Flowers. Melo Mo. Griffin and Darius would be perfect. Marcel Darius, right? You're talking about the defensive tackle? That'd be nice, man. That'd be nice. Darius is like a great run stuffing defensive tackle. And Griffin's kind of like, he's a really good defensive end that can get to the quarterback and plays the run well. He's a big kid. And you see the pictures of him lately? He's absolutely yoked. He's ready to roll, man. My man. He is ready to roll. But they'd be nice to pair it up together. They still got to sign the rookies, though. They still got to sign rookies. They still got to sign, I think, one more big splash, a free agent. That would be absolutely ridiculous, bro. Flowers, Shelton, yeah. Darius and Griffin, what a great front four. It'd be great to have guys like Deshaun Hand rotating in, Nick Williams rotating in, Romeo rotating in with Julian playing a little bit of linebacker and D end. Our D line could be special if they sign a guy. If they sign a guy like a guy like Griffin, it could be special. Mark to date. Jorge says, Mark to date. Lions' only postseason victory since they won their last league. It was what year? No disrespect. My Finns are even worse. Mark to date. Lions' only postseason victory since they won their last. 91? No, wait, 93. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm like, it's been a dog's age, bro. It's been a dog's age. I'm telling you, man. I'm 91, 93, right? Thanks, James. Have a good one, brother. I'm going to be on here next Sunday. Tell everybody. See, was it 1991? That's what I said. 91 or 93? I think it was 91 or 93. It was the last time, right? Or the postseason victory 91 when they beat the Cowboys. Okay, there it is. Yeah, okay. Okay, there it is. You're right. 91, 92, Dallas. Okay. All right, I got that right. Got a little confused there. Whew. That defense in 91 was awesome. Yes, so that was a great team, man. That was a team that should have won the Super Bowl, by the way. That was a team that should have won the Super Bowl. Should have won the Super Bowl, or at least been in it. I was at the 93 Green Bay game when they lost against Green Bay at home. Beat them the week before. Green Bay had to come back. I was at both of those games actually with my dad. We went to the last game of the season and then we went to the wild card game in 93. I just rewatched that game the other day. They had it on the NFL Network. Oh my God, man. I was having like panic attacks watching that game because I was like, just remember being there with my dad, man. I think I was 93. I was 20. I was 20 years old. Oh man. Yeah, Eric Kramer, right, man. Eric Kramer. In that he was the quarterback in 91 too. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, man. And then that 93 game, man, he threw those two big interceptions in the red zone. And that game, we should have destroyed the Green Bay in that game. Should have. Yeah, but then Washington beat us, killed us. Was it Rippon? Mark Rippon? Is that who the quarterback was, or was it someone else? I can't remember. I can't remember. Rippon, or was it Farrat? It's one of those guys though, for sure. '94, we lost to the Eagles, and I hate it ever since they spanked us. Yeah, that's right, man. Yeah, You guys are making me sad now. You guys are making me sad. Steve-O, I can't see Quinn leaving any money to spend with everything they got Ryan with this season. Definitely signing one before the season starts. Exactly. But you just got to think, bro. They got about $29 million. I think they got 28%, 28 to 7, 20. They got about $25 million, I think, left over because they just signed Julian. So they got about $25 million left over. They still got to get Okudah. They still got to get Jonah Jackson, I think. They got to get their second round. Who was their second? They got to get Swift. So they got to spend some money. They got to spend some money on their rooks first. Then they got Kenny Golladay. So I don't know, man. It's going to be weird. Green Bay was 97? Was that 97 with Kramer? No. That was 1993, bro. Wasn't it? That was 1990. You're talking about when at the Silverdome? At the Silverdome? I'm pretty sure that was. We talk about the same game? Maybe. I thought it was 93. If the Lions get into the playoffs, I'm going to ask my doc for some clown. I'm telling you, we're all going to need it, bro. Hook your boy up. Yeah, I'm going to need it too. That was the last time they hosted a playoff game. Yeah. 97, though? Man, I keep thinking 93. I don't know why I keep thinking 93, man. You sure? I might have to look that up on my phone, boys. I think I might have to look that. I know. Well, that was the funny thing right there when Pete was with Philadelphia. That's right, man. Ronnie Pete was the Philadelphia quarterback then. Didn't he light it up? I think he lit us up. And that wasn't the guaranteed win by Lomas Brown, was it? Was that the guaranteed win game by Lomas Brown? I think it might have been. Yeah, 91 was Dallas. But when we faced the Packers, wasn't it 93? I'm having a brain fart, boys. Sorry, guys. Tired. Detroit sports in the 90s was, that's right, man. Detroit sports in the 90s was very great and very bad. Yeah. Yeah, it sure was. It was a mixture. Good football team, bad baseball team. Hockey was right. Yeah. Pistons were good in the 90s. Right? Weren't they? Pretty sure. That's right. Yeah. It was 93 who won the division. That season we far through the bomb to Sharp. I was at that game. I was literally at that game, man. And Sharp, I remember just rewatching it on thing, and it just even hurt me even more. Sharp talking about that play. He couldn't even run. He was like, he couldn't run on that play. And I remember he said the only reason why he caught that ball was usually he'd be quicker and he probably would have been out of bounds. Because when he caught it, you could see his feet were just right at the back of the end zone. Because Favre just chucked it in the air. And Sharp just blew by whoever he blew by there. It was a rookie he blew by. I forget his name, but it was a rookie corner. And he even says, he goes, I would have probably been out of bounds if I would have been 100, if he even would have been like 70 or 80% healthy. He was hurting bad. He was actually trying to get out of the game at that point. I remember he was trying to get out of the game because he had the worst turf toe. And like, he never practiced Sterling Sharp. Never practiced because his turf toe was so bad. Yeah, the Wings won the cup in a set, 97, 98. Yeah. That just goes to show you I don't follow hockey that much, boys. But I do remember now, yeah. I don't follow hockey like I used to. Yeah, Scott Mitchell, man, they paid him, and I'm trying to think of when they paid Mitchell. Scott Mitchell started right after, was it right after Kramer? Yeah, because Kramer ended up going to the Bears, I think, or something like that. Yeah, they ended up paying Scott Mitchell. 94, 95. And he only had one great year, Scott Mitchell, by the way. then came back to camp like looking like a slob. Remember, he came to training camp with a cigar in his mouth. Looked like he was about 30 pounds overweight, man, after like first 2-3 years. It's like, what the heck is this guy doing, man? You don't care? Like, come on. Yeah, the Tigers were terrible in the 90s. Yeah, I remember that. The Lions could actually win games in the 90s. Yeah, man. They were a good football team, man. From the early 90s, they were really good. They should have won at least one Super Bowl from 90 to 93. Should have. Yeah. Yeah, I'm left-handed, but I hate him, Mitchell. I'm glad we got Galladay to put some respect on the number 19. Absolutely, man. I almost forget that Mitchell wore 19. That's how bad I'm trying to literally block him from my memory. Another guy that duped us, had one great year, then fell apart. 1995 team had a great offense. It was ahead of its time with 3 really good wide receivers. Mitchell had a really good season, 32 touchdowns. Yeah, man, that was a great year he had. Johnny Morton, Brett Perryman, right? Was it Morton? Morton, Brett Perryman, Herman Moore, Barry. Who was the tight end in 95? I'm trying to think. Having a little bit of a brain fart there. Wasn't Sloan. Wasn't David Sloan, but I'm having a little bit of a brain fart on that one too. That offense was great, man. That's right, man. Even with, yeah. Well, baseball takes a little bit longer to build, man. In my opinion. Ilitch loved to spend money. Mike, rest in peace. He loved to spend money. Unfortunately, his kid doesn't. He doesn't like to spend money, but they're really in no position to spend money anyways. So they're like, you could barely win 60, 70 games. So yeah, I think he was doing it was a shot. It was a shot at Wayne probably. But I remember he came in, he was out of shape, fat, just looking like a clown. Just looking like a full-on clown. Yeah. It was Sloan. Yeah. I remember David Sloan, Mr. Squarehead, man. I remember that. Yeah, Ilitch was a great owner, man. Ilitch was a really good owner. He was a solid owner. He won a few cups with the Wings. He deserved to win a cup with he deserved to win a World Series. Just 2 of them slipped out of their hands, which was really disappointing but I wish he would have got a couple words the World Series, because like baseball was his true love. Baseball was Ilitch's true love. He actually played baseball. I think he actually played for the Tigers back in the day, or he was drafted by them or something along that line. He played in like their minor system, something like that. He was a ball player. Could you imagine if you would have drafted Aaron Donald in 2014? How good it would have been. Definitely could have won a Super Bowl that year. That would have been ridiculous, man. That would have absolutely been ridiculous. That actually brings, it's like a nightmare to me. I remember who they draft there. Ebron? I think it was Eric Ebron they took, right? Wow. I remember trying to defend this. I remember, and shame on me for trying to defend this. That's when we just brought in Joe Lombardi as our offensive coordinator, and he was known. He came from the Saints, and he was known for being a guy that would run the offense through the tight end. I think they had Jimmy Graham. He had Jimmy Graham for years. So then they were trying to do the comparison that Ebron's Jimmy Graham and that Stafford was going to run the offense through Ebron, even though we had Calvin Johnson and all that stuff. And I was just like, I was trying to defend it. I was just being too much of a homer on that one, man. But then you see Aaron Donald literally turn into an all-pro, probably a Hall of Famer by the time it all ends. He's going to be a Hall of Famer by the time it's all said and done. And we could have had him and Sue. And Sue probably, maybe would have stayed. He probably would have stayed if he had Aaron next to him. Imagine him and Sue. But that was the whole thing. Sue was leaving. So I don't know. It just hurts to talk about it, to tell you the truth. It hurts. Mellow Mo, who makes the Pro Bowl on defense? On offense, I think it's Stafford and Golladay. Yeah, we talked about this, and I actually think it's going to be Stafford and Golladay on offense myself. Maybe Hawkinson. I said maybe Hawkinson too. I think I said that as a dark horse. And then on defense, I think I talked about this too. I think I said Julian as a rookie. So I think he's going to get over 10 sacks. I just think he's gonna, and especially if he stays healthy, and you might see Tracy Walker. Tracy Walker, I think he's a really good safety. Someone like him, or I'll throw another guy, maybe a Jamie Collins on defense, if he can play like he's supposed to be, if he's supposed to play. I think Jamie Collins could definitely be a guy that can. But I hate the Pro Bowl. I actually hate the Pro Bowl. I want to see an All Pro. I want to see All Pros. All Pros are legit. Mellow Mo, he wants Okudah to be in the Pro Bowl, or wants Okudah to be good this year. Bro, he's going to be good. Mellow, I'm telling you right now, my friend, he's going to be good, but expect bumps down the road. Expect some bumpy roads with this kid, okay? I said it before, cornerback is the hardest position, second hardest position in the NFL to adapt to right away. Number one being quarterback, to be a quarterback. Number two is playing the corner and playing on an island. Okay. I just think it's the second hardest position in football to adapt to. And he's going to learn, man. The kid is going to learn. He's going to learn. He's going to have some bruises. He's going to get beat up, but I think he's going to be a great player. I think he's going to be a great player for us. I'm not trying to make any excuses for him, because I want him to ball out too, but expect some bumpy roads along the line with him. Oh, there he is. Look who it is. Justin Stevens, ladies and gentlemen, in the building. My boy, my best friend. What's up, buddy? 3 PPR fantasy football sleepers you're going to target in this year's draft. Oh, man, PPR sleeper. I got to look at my book, bro. Kind of went over the 3 PPR guys. What do you want? Running backs or wide receivers, dude? You got to give me a category. You got to give me a category. Mellow Mo, do you think Davis has a comeback year? It's a contract year. I hope he can earn it in extension. Yeah, I think he does. I don't think he's going to play middle linebacker though. I have a feeling that he could be our new outside linebacker. He's going to unseat Christian Jones. I think it could happen. I just don't. He should be used more as a blitzing offensive linebacker. I think he can't cover. He's no good at covering running backs or tight ends in the flat. He just can't do it. Right? So I'm just telling you right now. No. Yeah, he's gonna have a big year. He's gonna have a comeback year. But then now, are you gonna pay him big money to be literally a 2-down linebacker? You know, he better have 12, 13 sacks. He better make over 110, 120 tackles, right? So, like right then and there. But I think he's going to have a comeback year, 100%. Because he's looking for the money. And he came back in the season jacked up, right? So, like he's jacked, ready to go. He lost like 20 pounds or something like that of fat. And he's 250 pounds shredded. It's unbelievable. Mark, you're someone that played football. Do you think teams are going to be injury prone this season more than ever? Um, well, with the lack of activity going on, maybe, but you know what? It could work both ways, Jorge. It could definitely work both ways. It just all depends on how you're built, man. It just all depends on how you're built. Injuries are just like, you got your guys that are injury prone, you got your guys that never get hurt. I just as long as you keep yourself in tip top shape, you're doing the things you're supposed to be doing. You can't be hitting. I don't think it's going to be more than ever, man. I just I just think it's going to be the norm. I really do. What I do think is that it's not going to be like they're not going to be as like communication wise, it's going to be a lot different. Justin Stevens is both wide receiver and running back. Wow. Okay, a sleeper wide receiver, man. Let me see. Do I like him? Let me see. Okay, wide receiver. There's a guy in Pittsburgh that I really like. Guy named Deontay Johnson. He might be a guy you might want to look at. Might throw a rookie your way too. Maybe Justin Jefferson. Maybe look him up if you don't know who he is. Another wide receiver with LSU. Let me see who else, man. Wide receiver. I'm gonna go down the list. Don't sleep on Julian Edelman. Don't sleep. I don't care if Tommy's not there. Don't sleep on him. He's ready to go. Okay, running back. I'll say DeAndre Swifty. A little bit of DeAndre Swift, bro. A little DeAndre Swift at running back. I think he's going to catch a ton of balls. Let me see who else. Running back. Maybe Matt Breida in Miami. Maybe Matt Breida. I don't know. Do you like him? Let me see. I'm trying to think of some other guys, man. You got me in a spot, bro. You usually got books and stuff around me. I don't have books. I got no magazines. He's got magazines, phones. You know what I mean? I said a couple. Fuck. Let me give you one more running back, bro. Let me give you one more running back here, guys. Let me see. I'm trying to think. Trying to think. Ooh, okay. Oh. Not really. Well, it's sleeper. He's just a little guy. He's just a really little guy. He's small guy, really fast. Plays in a potent offense. Wears the red and white. You know who that is? You know who that is? Wears the red and white. They won the Super Bowl last year. He's a rook. Hilaire. It's not hilarious, by the way. It's Hilaire. Oh, I know you love Swifty, bro. I know you love Swifty. By the way, hey, my boy Justin Stevens here, guys. My boy right here. He made this call. About Swifty. He was saying that the Lions need. We were going off too. We're talking on the phone about this. Was after the first round. We really liked the first round pick. We were like, all right, man, we got our corner. Bam, we got him. And I was trying to talk him off the ledge. I was trying to say that they're not drafting DeAndre Swift. I was just call him Swifty, man. He's Swifty. You know what I mean? And he was actually saying they need Quinn needs to do something he's never done before, and he needs to go get the running back. If Swift is there, he needs to go get him. And he was there, and I couldn't believe they drafted him. And my boy Justin Stevens made that call. Good call, brother. The Chiefs new back. That's right, Melamo. That's Hilaire. Damian Williams is still in the backfield there, too. I'm pretty sure he's still there. Dan Ciparoni in the building. What's up, brother? Another really good friend of mine, man. What's up, buddy? Number one defensive player to go first overall. Player? Ooh. That's not J.J. Watt anymore. I'd probably say the linebacker from the Colts. I can't think of his name right now. You're usually going for a linebacker or a safety. And as the number one guys going in defense in an IDP league. Yeah, man. I just can't think of the kid's name. But the linebacker from the Colts, I really like him. Might have to look him up. Mellow Mole. At wide receiver, I like Claypool and Edwards. 100%. 100%, man. Claypool is he's like a Calvin Johnson type body part. You got that Calvin Johnson body type, man. He can get up, get balls. Oh, yeah. That's right. Steve-O nailed it. Darius Leonard. He is an absolute IDP machine. Good call, Steve-O. Dan, I think you had him last year in my league, didn't you? Or was it Yov stole him from you or something like that? Because of Nicola? I do remember something along that line. But he's definitely a guy that I would probably target number one. I'm actually going to look it up. We've gone for a long time, boys. We've been 2 hours and 11 minutes. We still got 7 in the building. Not bad. But when I do play fantasy football, a lot of people don't like doing this, but I love playing IDP. I'm glad this ISN league that I'm in now, I'm absolutely ecstatic. Absolutely ecstatic that we're doing defensive players. It's awesome. I love doing offensive players. IDP defensive players fantasy. Love looking them up. I could tell you some guys right here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Leonard's number one. Oh, you can't see. Leonard's number one. Guys like Bobby Wagner, the linebacker from Seattle. Bobby Littleton from the Rams. He's another guy. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I love doing IDP leagues. I just couldn't remember the guy's name from the Colts, man. I gotta start brushing up on this again. It's weird, man. It's weird how you literally follow something forever, and then everything's been kind of they put on the back burner, and you just even if you ask me about hockey right now, you ask me about baseball, I'm having brain farts, man. I'm not remembering anything because it's just I don't know when baseball's coming back, when hockey's officially back. You know what I mean? It's so the more I don't read up, is I just forget about things. It's bad. Hawkinson, Mellow Mo. Hawkinson will be a tight end target. Get him later in the draft and stock up on good running backs and wide receivers. Yeah, you can always wait. Hey, you can always wait on a good tight end. Tight ends, you got guys like Kelsey and Gronk's going to get overdrafted this year for sure. But you got Kelsey, and then you got guys like oh man, see, I could completely forget Kelsey, Kittle. You got guys like Kittle that are going to go before anybody, and then after that, you just kind of hold up. Wait a minute, man. I'm not going to reach on a tight end. You can wait on a guy like a Hawkinson. You can definitely wait on a guy like Hawkinson, and I think he's going to have a big year. I think he's going to have about 60, 70 catches. I think Hawk can amass about 600, 700 yards, and he needs to get at least 8 or 9 touchdowns, man. He's a guy that's gonna, he could win you a fantasy league if you wait on a guy like that. You just never know. Just that there's a lot of targets in Detroit, and I think do not sleep on. There's another sleeper. Do not sleep on Hunter Bryant taking away reps from Hawkinson. I don't think he'll be a guy that you stash or anything like that on your roster for fantasy, but he's going to be a guy that you're really going to have to keep an eye on because he's a great talent. Melamo, you know something? He could. I don't think he'll go in the first, but he's definitely going early. He's a 100% going early. The leagues I'm in, I'm in 4 leagues. So I'm in a 14-team league, which is mine. Then I do a 12-team league. I think I do 2 12s, and then I do a 10. In a 14-team league, you'll probably see him go in the second round. That's for sure. That's almost a guarantee. Someone's doing it. Someone's taking Brady early too. I don't know who that's going to be. Who's that going to be? Who's going to take Brady? True, Dern. What's up, Dern? Dern's in the building. Yeah. Bryant won't take catches away from Hawk. James is more of the blocker. I'm just saying. All I'm saying with that, I'm not saying Hawk's in any I don't think he should fully on worry about his job. I just think that the Hunter Bryant, is as good offensively. I think he's as good offensively as Hawk. I think he could be. I honestly think that he didn't go drafted, man, because he made some dumb decisions at Washington, did some dumb things, and he was hurt for most of his collegiate career. But healthy, that kid is an animal, dude. That kid's an animal. He just needs to work on his blocking. He needs to work on it. And I think he's making it. If he doesn't make the team and he gets released, I'm going to lose it. Seriously, I'm going to lose it, Dern. But you are right, man. He won't lose it. He won't take catches away from Hawk. Maybe James for sure. Yeah, 100%. James is more of that blocking type tight end. You know what I'm saying? Wow, guys, been here for 2 hours, 16 minutes. It's been a blast. I honestly was only going to do about an hour and 15, but man, I had a blast, guys. I'm probably going to get offline probably about 5-10 minutes. Had lots of fun, man. Hoping everybody had a great Sunday. I'm going to sleep all the night. I got fired up earlier. Splash of water myself. Mellow Mo. I'll wait for Stafford. People like to sleep on 9 in fantasy drafts. Last year I got him in the way later rounds. Yeah, man, people don't take, being where we're from though, like Detroit and being from Windsor and Ontario, we're all like Detroit fans. Every Detroit guy gets drafted too early. Even in one league, I took Kerryon Johnson, I think last year in the second round. I think I was around the end of I was like early first and I was coming back around late second. I ended up taking Kerryon Johnson. He was in the second or third. Shame on me. You know what I mean? Shame on me. Shame on me. I'm not drafting him this year. I will not draft him. I'll draft DeAndre Swift way before him. That's just facts. We just got to wait to see what's going on. I actually went to 2 spots to go buy fantasy books on yesterday. I believe. I think it was yesterday. And can't find them yet. I thought maybe one or two would be out. No books, man. No books. Well, books would be. We had a little bit of a glitch. That's good. I'm in Cali, so I'll get all the Lions players I want. Right on, man. That's good. I'm telling you right now, draft DeAndre. You'll draft KJ in the 4th this year. Justin Stevens. Come on, bro. Maybe the 5th. Maybe. I can't, man. I can't do it. I can't do it, bro. I can't draft him. Wanu. You know what I mean? I just don't want to. I just don't want to do it. Can't make me do it either. You just won't. You won't make me do it. Refuse. I'm drafting DeAndre Swift early though. Just don't forget about that. I do have the number 1 pick in my league. By the way, you guys know that in my league. And no, I never cheated because there's video of my daughter pulling the draft numbers out, pulling the names. And yes, she pulled her daddy. Yes, she did. All right, guys, it's been good, man. It's been good. I see him down to one guy. It's been awesome, man. I'm had a blast, man. Did our 2 hours and 20 minutes, man. I want everyone to stay safe, man. Everybody, peace.